bit deranged, slapped abandoned on the outbound one-gone train. You're an unsolved mystery.
First day of practice. It's raining. People are coming in, but not very many people. We've seen, I mean, a little bit of service stuff, but not very many riders. I think everybody's just trying to make it down the hill, and weather's kind of crap, and they go home and try to shower and change and don't come in. Hopefully it dries up. Maybe we'll see some more people tomorrow.
I think it's clearing up. It looks a lot better already. Might be dusty later.
Where's Martin Mays this year?
He's Enduro. Enduro, that's where it's at. You know, no Fort William this year for him, as much as he wanted to come. But I'm sure right now he doesn't regret it. Although it is clearing up. Maybe.
Hey Schmidt, could you grab that scale quick and get wind on it? Do you want me to do the volume spacer? Or
Yeah, yes, please.
Yeah.
93.
93.
Trying to get the fork down in the bin and get the bike feeling good. Any adjustments for the weather, or is it just for the track?
I think just for the track. This is quite different to a lot of other tracks, so get Geordie to check things over. She's a wet day in Scotland though.
I'm gonna try 86.
Yep.
With one still a bit low,
And then
like by body weight.
Change the, put a bit more.
So wind came in, saying front end was a bit harsh, and we got him to get on a scale, which we try to do at testing, and doesn't always happen. But it's also pouring rain here, and he ended up being 93 kilos. So by that weight, air pressure was a little bit off, and we changed volume spacer as well. So up in air pressure, down in volume spacer, and then kind of reset his adjusters to where they should be.
Pretty quiet, a couple of forks this morning, and now just tying up a few loose ends of other things that have been kind of sitting about that need done.
Let's see how the practice will go, and some small adjustments, and hopeful no big crashes and damage. Kind of quiet today. I think they have to battle enough with the weather and the track out there.
A little quieter because it's really nice weather outside, so everyone's, you know, out enjoying the sun. Yeah, just doing some freshen ups on these shocks. Got the cleaning department in.
I just want to maybe quicken her up a little bit. It's a little dead feeling.
Okay.
No, it's fine, but a little. And the hands, like, that front, the fork feels pretty good. Like, hard to tell because I haven't ridden anything else and it's so cold.
I think when you go back, you're like, whoa.
Terrain's different, but it feels good. But it just feels dead. I think part of it's just because it's so cold up there.
How's the track, Glenn?
Wet. Yeah, this pretty much sums it up. Okay. It's definitely just wet. It's pretty good though. It's at least all the stuff at the top is pretty good here when it rains. So yeah, track's in good shape. It's just wet.
You all meet up and decide to come in at once.
I stopped by all the pits and I was like, "You guys ready? Let's go."
Ready? Let's go.
Now's the time.
So what do you having Geordie do here?
We're just speeding it up a little because it's pretty cold and the bike just feels a little dead. Like I just want it to be a little livelier. So.
Setup on Aaron's bike's pretty good right now. Weather's definitely has an effect on almost every component of the bike. So it's real cold, wet. So the wet and the mud, or what little mud is up there, it's actually kind of sandy and gritty. So it gets in on the brake calipers and stuff. So sometimes the brakes don't always feel great in those situations. And it's a bit cold too, so the suspension feels kind of on the stiffer side. Or a little slow, so we just start to figure that stuff out after the first run and make some adjustments for it and get her dialed in.
Nice. How's Glenn feeling?
He's feeling really good. Yeah, ankle said he felt really good up there, like surprisingly a lot better than he thought it would. So it's kind of not really a factor anymore, which is good.
Okay, what are you doing?
We're making it fast.
What is the bike doing?
It feels pretty good, but I'm just worried that the forks may be a little quick. Low speed rebound.
Where is it too quick?
Because that's the feeling. I'm just feeling a little bit up, a little high.
Yeah, but on what? Where on the track?
No, I'm
Top
saying
section.
it feels pretty good on track, but I am like skipping a bit. Haven't got so much.
Over the
control.
small stuff. And I would try high-speed compression, high-speed rebound.
But the only one we've adjusted is the low speed, so that's why I just wanted you to get a feel. Do you want me to go back to Geordie? Just closing one low.
Yes, it was on 5. Now it's on 4 and 3. Exactly.
Yeah, I think it'll just hold me up to front a bit. It won't make much difference. Right on. That's the right move, eh?
Marcel, how's it going?
Going good. Track is actually super grippy. I wish it would be like that everywhere, you know, like if it rains, it just gets grippier. It only happens here.
Go jump on that scale for me.
It's a 91.
91. Going to 88.
88.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were in 69 there. That's super low.
So what did you come in here looking for?
Well, the travel was all the way, well, going all the way through. So I was just curious because wondering what's going on, and then we just take the air, and then, well, we went way higher because somehow it dropped. I guess I didn't check it before or something. So we just make sure to be where it should be.
Be good.
Thank you.
It'll feel fast now.
We need to slow down the round now. That we went, slow down the round now. That we went that much higher.
Rebound set for your pressure, like the numbers are pretty good. Can you give it a feel? Does it feel crazy fast?
It's good, faster.
Yeah.
That's good. It's good?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Well, you're the one that knows.
Let's hope so.
I'll give it a try and see
Cool.
how it goes.
We'll see you in a bit.
See ya.
Hey, how's it going, guys? I'm Seth Sherlock, and this is day 1 of Fort William practice. And the course is run pretty good. It's surprisingly grippy for the slop, but it's there's a few big ruts and a few little greasy sections. All in all, it's pretty good though.
Nice. And how's the bike running?
Bike's running really good. Fork's feeling great, and I've had a few mechanicals today actually, like kind of destroyed the wheel, which isn't really surprising here, and kind of destroyed my drivetrain, but I'm putting a new one on today anyway, so it's all good.
Hey, Ben Zor from Australia. Here at Fort William. Practice first day and it's pretty wet. But track's actually holding up pretty good, like the top half and the top and the bottom is like holding up really nice. But middle sections are starting to tear away really quick. Some new sections in there, so yeah, it's getting pretty muddy, but no, it's pretty fun, challenging, cold.
Any bike adjustments, suspension adjustments?
No, I haven't done anything yet, but I'm looking, I sort of want to stiffen up my rear end a little bit, because I was getting some really big holes in real sucky holes, so I'm going to try to do something there, but feeling pretty good.
Jordy, that doesn't look like a downhill bike. What's going on?
Tracy talked me into doing a little bit of service while we're just sitting around here not doing anything.
What a sweetheart.
Yeah, she's the best.
So yeah, hi, I'm Tracy Mosley here in sunny Fort William. This year I'm here working with the Trek Downhill team, just helping out with the guys, anything they need really, and also getting some work done on my own bike. Geordie's been giving my fork a service, ready for next weekend's Tweed Love Enduro, so looking forward to racing that, and then Trans-Provence in 2 weeks time, so a couple of big races, so getting the little sweet touches from the guys here at the at Fox today, which is cool. And yeah, looking forward to summer of bike riding.
It's just pretty wet, but good fun. I like the new section in the woods. It's pretty muddy right now, so it's good. It's technical. I just feel the rear shock a little bit like bottom out.
So you can add some high-speed compression, or you can go to a stiffer spring. 2 options for coil shift.
Should I try it either spring?
What spring is that?
525.
I maybe have 550s.
Yeah.
Yeah, fast maybe.
You think it's better than?
Where is your high-speed compression?
16.
You try closing it too and see if it helps you. 2 clicks. Yeah.
Just high speed.
Yeah.
Cool.
Wetter than a mermaid's flannel. But the rain's warm, that's how you know it's summer in Scotland. So it's all good.
Is this unusual for around here, or part of the course?
This is pretty light rain for this part of the world. Yeah, I've been in Fort William and it's rained heavier than this for 9 days. And you just get home from your ride, get in the shower and actually dry off.
Slightly sexy, a bit deranged, slapped a bandit on the outbound Wollongong train. You're an unsolved mystery, constantly challenging me, but I wanna hear it all. You got to go in to get out.
In Fort William, I just put my bar a little bit, my front a little bit more high, and we try now the high-speed compression a little bit more close, so it will not bottom out that much. Yeah, that's it.
He just came in complaining of soft fork, so just double checking pressures that these guys normally check on, and we're a little bit low, so we added some pressure. It's also really cold at the top, so it does drop fork pressures, tire pressures. So we're just fine-tuning him, getting him back in the ballpark. Hey, we got asked on Think Bike how often or how many runs before the teams bring in forks for service, and there's no straightforward answer. In general, at a World Cup or another similar downhill race, they bring it in on track walk day because the riders aren't riding. It's kind of a slower day for mechanics and riders to build and get things sorted before they actually go out for practice. So that's when we like to do it. It starts a week on a fresh fork and lets you build into it that way. Every once in a while, people bring them in a day later or something similar to that. And as far as cost for our sponsored teams, there's no service charge. We try to help out whoever we can, so if we can fit you in, we'll help anybody, and there's basically no charge for any of that either. Every once in a while we have to sell you a part, but service is free.
One of our viewers wants to know if we have a truck like this in each continent, or how does that work?
No, just the driver. Sometimes takes a little bit longer. Sometimes we go on a boat. Sometimes we hang under a helicopter. No, just kidding. That's the setup for Europe. We also have a smaller sprinter van setup for Europe, and in the US we also have a sprinter van setup. But for all the other, I would say, overseas races like Australia, New Zealand, we have to fly with all our tools and spare parts.
So this trailer that everyone sees at the World Cups is the only one?
The only one in this size. In the US we have a little bit smaller one, and this one in Europe.
Was paintballing and washing the front, Jordi? What do you think could have been the cause of that? Because we didn't mess up much. The one before that we just went up on the PSI and the fork.
Washing the front, like understeer or?
No, like washing. Like.
So you need to get weight on the front end.
So that would be playing with the space heading here.
Yeah, I mean lowering your hands would transfer weight to the front for sure. How do you feel, like your riding position?
How do I feel, like after the setups that we've done, or
no, like
in general?
In general, like, is your position where you want it, or would you rather your weight be on the front a little bit more? Like, is lowering the bar a bad thing for you?
I feel where I should be. I don't feel like I'm off where I should be, but I just feel my bag or my front end washing in this one, like to the point that I almost died in one golly that I washed out completely. And that was multiple times, multiple corners.
Okay. So I slowed it down a little bit. I'm gonna put weight on the front more. Doesn't seem fast, but so the only other thing we can do is make the rear end sit up a little bit more. You got, how many more runs do you get? 1, 2. Why don't you just knock this run out, let me know how this goes. If you like that feel better. If you do...
You think going and trying what you mentioned before over the spacer would be too much right now?
It depends on how much time you have. It's probably going to take you 15.
I mean, I think I haven't, but I'm going to change because I'm so.
Oh yeah, then go knock it out. It's only
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Try that.
Try it and see if you like where your hands are then. And then.
Thank you, Jordi. Okay.
Said he's pushing the front quite a bit. Not totally sure why. Again, like the track's changing so much, everything's changing a lot, so trying to rush through practice and figure out a few different things at once. But we'll see after this run if it gets going.
Blossoms under the sun, in the waves near her house. Drink it up while you can, looking out for the perfect man.
Thanks, bro.
All right, so that does it for day 2 of service and day 1 of practice here at Fort William. Things were a little quieter under the Fox tent today as riders had their hands full just dealing with these conditions and learning the track. We expect them to be back tomorrow, and Jordi will be sorting them out and getting them all dialed for finals on Sunday. Keep those questions and comments coming, and we'll do our best to answer them in every episode, and we'll see you tomorrow.
You're outlandish and perfectly cool.